So I want to start off with saying Happy New Year's to everyone here, and everyone at home, and everyone in the United States and in Thailand that might be listening on YouTube later. This is 2016 and 2,559, right, in Thailand? So it's a lot of years. One of the most important things that people like to do for New Year's is make new resolutions. They talk about forget the old year, start over with the new year, and let's start again. Let's try it better. Let's do better this year. And this is a very important concept. And it's important that we try better every year, try better every week, every month, every day. We should always try to do better. There's a saying in the Buddhist chanting where it says, Ati karayanang, mache karayanang, pariyo sana karayanang, which means beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, and beautiful at the end. So it's very important for us that when we do something, you have to start good. You have to really, really fight hard to have a good start. But then you also have to have a good middle. You can't just have a bad middle where you let it go and forget it and well, I'll deal with it later. You have to continue it in the middle also. And at the end, it's also very important that you have a good finish. So let's say that you are a visitor in someone else's house. When you get there, the first thing you do is you help them clean, you're very polite, you're very respectful and courteous. So at first they look at you and say, wow, that's a very good guest. But after a couple days, a couple moments, things start to get messy, right? The bathroom gets messy, the kitchen gets messy, food gets left behind, things don't get clean, and it gets messy. And then they look at you and say, hey, that's not a very, I thought they looked better in the beginning. And then at the end, before you leave, you clean up everything. You clean up your room, you clean up the kitchen, you clean up the bathroom, and it looks nice again. Will they remember you as a good guest? Will they remember you as a good visitor? No, because you got 2 out of 3. You got a good start and a good finish, but you had a bad middle. Same thing with if you had a good middle. Let's say you had a good start, a good middle, but you left without cleaning anything. You left without helping, you left without saying thank you, you left without saying goodbye. Would you be a good guest? Still, no. Even the opposite. If you started bad, you came late, you asked for a lot of stuff, you argued a lot, you were very rude, but then you were very clean and you were very nice and you left very politely, they would still remember you as not a great guest. And so what does it all come down to? Consistency. You have to continue the good thing that you've done. You have to try hard to start good. Start with a good impression. Start with a good, strong start. Then you have to keep it going. Then you have to keep it going continuously until you get to the end. Sometimes you get to the end and it's a situation where you're holding it in. In the beginning you didn't like something but you didn't say anything. And in the middle you didn't like it and you didn't say anything. Now it's time to leave. Can you hold your tongue for that last day? Or do you have to tell them, hey, you know what? I didn't like you this whole time. Or I don't like the way you act this whole time. Can you hold it in? It's very important that when you start good, you have to have a good middle and a good finish. This applies for everything. At work, when you have a job, you have to go in there with a good attitude. You have to work hard. And when you leave, you have to leave politely. Otherwise, you might not get a good recommendation when they call and check your work. Or even in a relationship, when you're in love. When you have the honeymoon stage, it's beautiful. Also, in the middle, you have to have a good relationship in the middle. But towards the end, you also want to make sure you're not too bad because in the end, they might try to kill you or burn your house down or steal all your stuff or take you to court. So you want to make sure you have a good end at the same time. And finally, it's the same thing with raising children. You want to give them a good childhood, a good adolescence. And when they get older, you want them to be healthy adults also. So remember, Ati karayanang, mache karayanang, pariyo sana karayanang. Beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, and beautiful at the end. So I hope that for all of you, you have a beautiful new year, starting from the beginning today, in the middle of the year in June, and also in next December.